Currently, in Japan, the Gaijin Lives Matter movement, led by white activists, is becoming more radical. They claim that when Japanese people ask, "Why did you come to Japan?" it puts pressure on foreigners to give a pleasing answer, even though they are only here because the yen is shit. Recently, the Japanese parliament accepted this proposal and officially recognized the question, "Why did you come to Japan?" as an act of terror against foreigners. Today, in Asakusa, Tokyo, an employed man who called himself a comedian was arrested for randomly asking foreign tourists, "Why did you come to Japan?" in what was considered an act of terror. Let's hear more details from Ivan Musoka, the reporter and representative of the Why Did You Come to Japan Victims Association.
The suspect arrived here in Asakusa at 9 a.m. this morning and unbelievably continued asking foreign tourists, "Why did you come to Japan?" until 5 p.m. When the tourist answered, he reportedly said, "Sorry, I can't speak English at all," before running away.
Why did you come to Japan? Sorry, I cannot speak English.
This can only be considered a random "Why did you come to Japan?" terrorist act. A total of 150 foreigners were affected. Among them, 6 tourists were rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Now, let's hear from the victims.
Suddenly, a middle-aged man with glasses appeared in front of me and shouted, "Why did you come to Japan?" I was terrified, but I didn't know what he might do, so I felt I had to give an answer that would make him happy. I said, "I like Japanese anime." Then, out of nowhere, he screamed, "Sorry, I can't speak English," and ran away. I always thought Japan was a safe country, so I can't believe this happened. Now, just hearing the words, "Why did you come to Japan?" brings back the fear.
Ivan Musoka-san, why did he commit such a dangerous act of terror?
He wanted to make foreign friends because he had no Japanese friends. However, the only English phrase he knew were, "This is a pen," and "Why did you come to Japan?" and also, "Sorry, I can't speak English." At first, he tried to make friends by speaking the way he learned from Japanese English textbook, saying, "This is a pen." However, since he didn't have a pen, he pointed to his private area and said, "This is a pen." He even tried using more complex English like, "Is this a pen?" But when women heard him, they screamed in horror and ran away. In the end, knowing it was all wrong, he resorted to asking, "Why did you come to Japan?" He said he truly regrets his actions and deeply apologizes for what he did.
I am really sorry about this. I truly regret it.
At the same time, I feel sympathy for him. This is likely because his pen has never been held by anyone except himself.
He could be considered a terrorist created by the flaws in Japan's English education. Last year, prior to the Why Did You Come to Japan ban law, Japan passed the No Complimenting Foreigners on their Japanese language skills law, officially recognizing "Nihongo ojouzu desu ne," "Your Japanese is so good," as an act of terror. As a result, 1 million Japanese people have been arrested so far.
あなたは本当に反省してるんですか?
日本語お上手ですね。
It is expected that many more Japanese citizens may be arrested for violating the Why Did You Come to Japan law in the future. In response, many Japanese people are speaking out, demanding the repeal of this law. Let's hear from Yasushi-san, the representative of Japanglish Lives Matter.
I truly can't believe it. What is the government thinking? If the questions "Nihongo ojouzu desu ne" and "Why did you come to Japan" are banned, how are we, the Japanese, supposed to communicate with foreigners? We'll be left with just 2 options. "This is a pen," and "Sorry, I can't speak English at all." Right now, many Japanese people are suffering from foreigner phobia and becoming hikikomori. Soon, Japanese people will disappear from places like Roppongi and Shibuya, and the city centers will either become like Niseko or Nishikawaguchi. To all Japanese people, don't be afraid, raise your voice.
Why did you come to Japan? 日本語お上手ですね。Why did you come to Japan?
日本語お上手ですね。Why did you come to Japan? 日本語お上手ですね。Why did you come to Japan? 日本語お上手ですね。Why did you come to Japan? 日本語お上手ですね。Why did you come to Japan? 日本語お上手ですね。Why did you come to Japan? 日本語お上手ですね。
Many Japanese people are speaking out now. What is a response from foreigners?
Currently, activists from Gaijin Lives Matter are lobbying the Japanese government for a new law banning the phrase Ohashi jozu desu ne, which means your chopstick skills are great. If this bill passes, it could make communication between foreigners and Japanese people even more difficult because this is the only thing Japanese people can tell foreigners. Otherwise, they do not know even how to ask their names or where they're from.
I see. This issue seems to be getting more serious. Thank you, correspondent Evans-san.
That's Evans with today's report. Back to you in studio, Meshida-san. Arigatou gozaimasu.
あ、イバンズさん、日本語お上手ですね。
飯だ飯だ